Hello everybody and welcome. I am Count Christo, and the eagle-eyed among you following the community tab will recognize this little square of the screen because I shared that to tease the new series that we're going to be doing. We are going to play in a wonderful Nippon, Japan, the land of the rising sun, one of the like 3 countries ever not to be part of a empire run from Europe, if you don't count like the American Empire. Anyway, here's where we're going to play. It's going to be a great time. We're going to play as Takeda, which I think is pronounced roughly like that. It's going to be a great time. So as you know, if you are living in the present as opposed to the future, the MEIOU&Taxes is not currently, the MEIOU&Taxes, yes, that's how you say it. MEIOU&Taxes is currently not updated for the Poland patch, but hopefully it will be soon. So what I need is a relatively short campaign, and I think unifying Japan seems like a very good kind of short-term, clear goal for us to set out and attempt to accomplish. I have never played in Japan. The only time I played anywhere outside of Europe in MEIOU&Taxes was the Ming campaigns on the channel, oh so long ago. We will redo a China campaign, but we probably won't play as Ming. We'll play as Yuan or one of the others. So, expect ignorance, lack of institutions, and all such pleasantness. We also start out extremely small. I thought we started out with 1 province, but we actually also have some land down here. Why Takeda? Well, Takeda? My Japanese pronunciation is not actually as horrendous as some pronunciation, but pretty bad. I know like more Japanese words than I do Chinese words, so I'm guessing my Japanese pronunciation will be at least a little bit better than absolute garbage, but I apologize where it is absolute garbage. The Takeda clan were historically very important for lots of reasons that I'm sure I once knew. There was a Baz Battles video about a battle between the Takeda clan and the, speaking of pronunciations, Usurgi, these people. And they were one of my favorite clans to play in, clans, daimyos, whatever, to play in Shogun 2, so that's why I picked these guys. Everyone has the same national ideas. Everyone has Japanese daimyo ideas. I believe this is daimyo. I always want to say kind of dynamo for some reason, but there you go. We get authoritarian family. I think we're monoculture. We're not monoculture. Okay. No, we are? We're not. Okay. So everyone's in the Japonic. Okay. Everyone's in the Japonic group, and we are in the Tosan. I don't know what that accent means. There's the Koshi, the Kanto, the Kinki, the Kinki. I'm sure that's not how you say it. Anyway, so we're going to play as the Takeda and see what we can do. The goals, obviously, relatively simple. We want to unify Japan. Now, there are mechanics in Japan that are interesting. I've been looking around a bit. There appears to be an emperor and a shogun both operating relatively independently of each other. Like, I think this is the emperor, right? Are you calling yourself an emperor? He is an empire, right? This guy is a shogunate, so it would make a lot of sense for you to have an emperor and you to have a shogun. If you're not familiar, and excuse me where I get my history wrong, medieval history, I know a little bit. Japanese history, I know mere fragments, so you can clarify things I get wrong in the comments. Basically, Japan used to be ruled by an emperor, and then the shogun, basically like the head of the military, or a military, kind of like a military leader, takes over, and then the daimyo, then the shogun is basically a puppet, and then about now, an event called something like Shodo Dudai? What's it called? Warring States period in Japan? I can't remember what it's called. Shendo Dudai? I can't remember. Happens, and like the emperor makes a bit of a comeback, but then he doesn't again, and the shogun stays in charge, and then the Europeans come along, and then the emperor backs modernization, and the shogun doesn't back modernization, and then the emperor wins, and then like the Second World War happens, the emperor gets to stay around. Something like that. I don't remember. Relevant to us is that there are some daimyos, it is daimyo, right? Daimyo? I think that's it. Daimyo, yeah. Some of them are loyal to the Shogun, and some of them are loyal to the Emperor. And it appears that I can't attack those that are also loyal to the Shogun without his approval. What does it mean to have his approval? I have no idea. Greater relations with me than with them, perhaps? Or perhaps a scripted event? We'll see. But what that essentially means is that these are our targets, as far as I can see. These are the ones we can attack without anyone say-so. And we border precisely one of them. This guy down here, the Uchi. Or Uchi? We'll go with Uchi. They're currently in a war, so I really hope they win. Because if they don't win, then we're going to have, like, no targets. Anyway, it's been 5 minutes. Must be time to unpause. No, wait. We have a pop-up to deal with. We do still have the court and education wizards turned on. We have, like, no money, I'm assuming. Yeah. Well, let's just see. How much do you reckon it would cost us to get, like, a level 3 court? I mean, that's not bad. 1.1 per year is really not that much. So that's probably doable. What about if it was 4? That's not unsustainable. And I feel like improving relations and all that kind of stuff is going to be really important here in the early game. Sorry about the siren. It's going to be really important here in the early game when we're dealing with all the internal politicking of Japan. So we'll try that. Court level boosting. Yes, we'll give them the amount that we actually need to get there. Decentralize to stabilize our nation. No, thank you. Unless we have 0... no, we don't. We do want to centralize. I like the idea of a kind of fully centralized, unified Japan. That seems very cool. You know, ending this war, this kind of fractured period of history. I have no idea if now actually is the fractured period. There are 3, basically, right? There's one with I mean, this is just basically according to Shogun 2. But there was one when the samurai first became like the ruling class, having just been a kind of group of mercenaries up till then, like a really big group of mercenaries. And then that was when the Shogun started becoming the leader, I think. And then then there was the one with the fall. Was that the fall or the rise of the Ashigara Shogunate? Because right now we have the Ashigara Shogunate in charge. I think it's the fall of the Ashigara Shogunate that was the second big warring states period. And then there was the third one, which was when Japan stopped being closed. They had a closed... Or maybe that's the one that's called something like Shendo. I mean, you know, I'm talking about these things like I know what I'm on about, even a little bit. The Americans came along and forced the Japanese to stop having a period, which I can't remember what it was called, but it basically means closed nation, where they had no trade and stuff. And so they were really backward in terms of military technology, which means the Americans could just come along and go like, oi, stop that, start trading. And that triggered a big internal war because I think it was basically like those that wanted to embrace Western influences and those that didn't. Those that wanted to embrace Western influence won because, you know, your shaman can say your prayers, but we still have the Gatling gun, or however that quote goes. Those are the 3 periods, I think. I think this is probably the fall of the Ashigara Shogunate, like about now. Anyway. We're not going to donate state lands to the church. We're not going to pursue religious tolerance. Religion options? I don't think I want any of these. I'm not going to do a fantasy scenario. Don't need those. Don't need a special map mode right now. So, some cool decisions that we can do. We can request a Karenai appointment, okay? Shogunal deputies. Deputies of the Shogun, I'm guessing. They held more influence in the Shogunate than simple lords, but their position was also the source of multiple armed disputes. After receiving this appointment, we will be eligible to be conferred the title of Kangriai when the guy dies. Okay, so if we successfully receive a Kangriai appointment, and that sends a request to the Shogun, he likes us right now because we joined his court. This guy dislikes us because we're joined enemy court. Okay, so there does seem to be a kind of Shogun Emperor war going on right now. Marrying into the Ashigara family seems like an excellent idea right now. Okay, so if we could get a bunch of points, we could do that. But presumably he needs to like us more than like the other daimyos in the region. We'll see. Subjugate local Kokujin. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, provinces throughout Japan where local Kokujin and Jito held great sway over the land and refused to completely give up control to Shugo. Is your name Shugo? Is your name Shugo? Oh, your name is Shugo. Okay. Oh, no, that's a title. Okay. So we are Shogu Nobatake Takeda? Something like that. Okay, so because if we had a province where they weren't giving up to us and we had a certain amount of absolutism, this is like abrogate the fief thing. Okay, support the southern court. Okay, northern court, southern court, I'm guessing. Because I thought the shogunate's base of power was up here somewhere. Somewhere around here. Like northern capital, with Kyoto meaning southern capital? Or is it central capital? And then Tokyo is like northern capital. Isn't Tokyo around here somewhere? I think like To meaning, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think To is north. Anyway. Or northern maybe. And then we can support the southern court. So we could change sides if we don't have the current flag, support the northern court. Which makes, we are released by the Ashigara and we become a vassal of Japan instead. One court likes us, one court dislikes us. So I'm assuming we have a modifier. Okay. No, we don't currently have a modifier. Maybe it's a flag? Let me just see. What's the thing? Is it just debug mode? No. I'll turn that off. How do you see nation flags? Oh no, you look at it here. Was it print flags? We won't worry about it. There are hidden flags on your country, and I'm guessing we have one right now that says we're supporting the Ashigara Shogunate. So we can choose to change that, which might be interesting later. You know, if we have no targets, if we switch sides, obviously we're in a much smaller, you know, kind of alliance. So I'm guessing these two are going to go to war. Maybe they can't go into open war. Maybe their subjects just fight it out. We'll see. All these things for us to learn as we play this series. So, who do you want to rival? The Imagawa clan to the south are a little bit strong. They've got 2 provinces. They've got some cores they might want to reclaim as well. Okay, we don't have any cores. No. Okay. Well, historically, they were quite a powerful clan. I believe Takeda later capitalized on their weakness after taking over this bit. Anyway, I'm just remembering what I was in Baz battles, basically. Right, but we can't go to war with them, so having them as our rival seems a little fruitless, except from a trade perspective, I suppose. So Japan is divided. There's the Nippon trade node and the Korea Strait, I think it's called? Yeah, okay. So obviously we're primarily concerned with this. We are currently collecting down there. We should also collect up here. Now, in terms of rivals, I'd love to rival this guy. Apart from anything else, we're going to eclipse him in like 10 seconds if he doesn't. If he falls to this guy. If we manage to take this province, then I think, yeah, we could justify on this one. So we should rival the Kikuchi, looks like to me. I shouldn't have said my pronunciation might not be absolutely terrible, because I'm completely convinced it will be, now I think about it. So maybe all these guys will start switching sides, at which point we could rival them more fruitfully. But for now, I guess we'll just rival the people that we're next to, like, hoping they'll switch. So some of these guys like us. We don't want to rival them. In fact, everyone who's not rival to us under the Ashigara seems to be friendly to us. Okay, so I guess that's because we're on the same side, right? Okay. Well, can we rival the Inui and those guys? The ones with the good warrior priests in Shogun 2. We can't do either of those. What are our options? These guys. Who are you supporting? No, he's on the Shogun's side. He's rivaled us. Well, we do border him by the sea, so sure. We may have to, we may lose and restart. I have no idea how this is going to go. We might get declared on like 1 year in, just absolutely lose. Sure, you know what? We'll rival these guys. And we'll drop some embargoes and stuff. Autonomous vassals can't have embargoes. Can I insult? I can. Okay. Go for it. There we go. 6 power projection. Probably the highest in the whole world. In fact, almost certainly the highest in the whole world. Can you see that on just country? Hell yeah. Oh no, Yuan started with a bunch. Oh, of course, the great powers. But we have more than everyone that's not a freaking great power. Awesome. Okay, let's unpause. Let's get the startup stuff. Welcome to MEIOU&Taxes 2.5. Well, I would like the default setup, please. We don't mind about the natives. We don't want extra tags. That's fine. Cool. We've entered into a royal marriage. We gain CBs, so can I declare war on them? Ooh, I think I can. Okay, so rivals don't count. Wish I'd rivaled some people I border instead. Why am I only able to see... What the heck just happened? Oh no, okay. Why am I only able to see the troops as allies of some of my neighbors? Maybe these guys don't have troops? That's entirely plausible. Now, who do you want to ally? We want to ally your rivals. I had to redo this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm running MEIOU&Taxes on an SSD now, which will make it run a lot, and EU4, of course, because I have an SSD, which is lovely. So hopefully it'll all run faster. Check out the unit models, by the way. Very cool. Why do they look like pandas? Oh, that's a mask. I thought he just had, like, incredibly pale skin. Alright, we need... I think that could probably go on here, because I'm never going to use those two very often. Whenever I re-download EU4 or whatever it is, do the thing that requires it to actually reset, I always end up rejigging where I put my map modes a little bit. Okay, so, rivals. You are rival to these two, so these two strike me as excellent allies. They're both all about it. We have only 2 more slots, so it looks like it's going to be those two. We can't offer vassalage, obviously, because we're all currently autonomous vassals. Autonomous vassals can declare war. Oh, but you two are rivals, looks like. Okay. Well, did we ally the right one? We did. He's got 17 versus this guy's 12. In terms of development, that is. So you seem like a fine alliance, although I kind of want to expand into you. How are we looking state-wise? Yeah. I would. How about you? You're not rival to him. We could ally... I probably could get this guy to ally me. It'd be a bit of effort, though. You're also rival to... Ooh, this guy. But I think I rivaled him. No? Also, he's a vassal under the other side, so we can't ally him. How about your rivals? Yeah, here we go. This guy's huge. That seems like a good ally to counter this guy. Who are you allied to? Aren't they under the... Emperor? I guess they can't be. You've reached your alliance limit. Of course, I forgot about alliance limits. Okay, so we can't get any more allies anyway. Which means we should just marry someone that we think's strong. Maybe only when they get... You can't get personal unions as a non-Christian. Or is that removed in MEIOU&Taxes? Stop honking your horn. I'm sure they know you're very unhappy with them. You can, however, get your family on other thrones, I believe. Oh, this guy... Oh, okay. We may only marry autonomous overlords under the same overlord. Oh, okay. The monk men are actually under... Neither! Oh, is an autonomous vassal under... Who the heck are you? Okay. Oh, no, did I misclick? Yeah, this guy. Okay, there's a separate faction. Oh, no, he's under him. Who's under him? Okay, okay. We could ally this guy. He's got a vassal and a core on this guy. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just unpause. In terms of spying, obviously, the Imagawa would be an excellent first target. This guy, they do like me. And they do have 2 allies. Or are you a 2-province person? Ah, we did pick the wrong ally. You know what? Let's be fickle. Let's break this alliance and make one with these guys. No, 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 no. They're at their alliance limit. Correct? They must be. Yeah, they must be, because how would they have a higher alliance limit than me? Let's just find someone with 1 alliance. No one has 2 alliances. Okay, setup, initialization, incoming. Trust me, it'll be fine. Don't worry. I am a veteran of many setup and initialization. For some reason, freeholders have appeared in my my states list. No idea why that is. We are running a version of MEIOU&Taxes you have never seen on my channel before. Oh, people switch sides. Hey, we get pop-ups for that. That's really cool. So, this is the 2.5 full branch with the 3rd patch applied, which you have never seen before on the channel. Death to the traitors of Inouye. Inouye? I don't know. Inouye. Who are you? Ooh, close by, relatively. Interesting. Do we get a CB on them just because? No. We do have some troops, and we do have a CB on this guy. We have a Conquer Daimyo CB, which I guess we get on all neighboring daimyos of a different you know, a different allegiance. I've no idea if that will count. Do we get military access through here? Yeah, we do. Good. Through all of our overlord's other vassals. Oh, darn, he's going to win. Oh, no, because he hasn't got enough men to siege it. Because it's for level 3! What? How? There's what? No one's ever going to siege this down. What's my force limit? 2! All wars are going to end in stalemates. How much local fortification? I know there's a cool event about Buddhism. Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with it in a second. Peace and harmony, balance in all things, as all things should be. Whatever. So you have only level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2. They have higher level of local fortification than the Emperor. That strikes me as wrong. Okay, well, we'll need to take that into close account because we currently can only siege level 1 forts with our force limit. We'll stay at home in that case. The schools of Buddhism. Maharaja Buddhism was Maharana Buddhism was divided into different schools, each professing a slightly different view, but largely coexisting peacefully with each other. We'll see about that. At different times and places, one school or another rose to prominence and expanded rapidly. So, we won't read all of this. If you want, please do pause and read it all, but we would like to get on. So, we can get 1 legitimacy. We can be Shinto. The event Shinto happens. No, isn't Shinto... I thought Shinto Buddhism was the name of the Buddhism that ended up prevailing mostly in Japan. Worth noting, we do have a religious minority. Oh, yeah, right, some Shintos, in fact. 10% of the population make up a persecuted Shinto presence. So, Tendai, Shin, Zen, Nichiren, or try and find a balance. Okay, all of them fire the event Shinto. Except this one. Oh, Shin. That sounds a bit like Shinto, I guess. Okay, we can gain a legitimacy, and a bunch of people like us, including the Emperor. Well, that's not a bad amount of yearly prestige. One prestige every 5 years. Mystery sent down won't hurt because everyone, like the religion, there are some minorities, but like everyone is Mahayana, I guess it's said. About meditation. Missionary strength up, tolerance down. That would be good for getting rid of the Shinto presence, which is not good, you know, hurting our manpower and recruitment time. Or none of them. I mean, 1 legitimacy doesn't seem like much, does it? I think we'll take the prestige. Yeah. Okay, we'll take Zen Buddhism, please. Should get my my meditation bowl out. It's start going. That's not like what I would do when I was meditating. I mean, not that I meditate, but it's like the noise the bowl makes. Our corruption is growing. You know what? We're going to disable that alert. We're also going to disable disabled alerts and estates. So the estates presumably haven't spawned yet. Oh, they have. Okay, greater and lesser nobles, both with 0% influence. Lesser nobles have the province, so there we go. Now they have 11%. These guys are no longer a valid rival. Who is that? These flags are both mine. Was it you? Yes. So we would love... That's actually extremely convenient. I'd love to rival whoever allied the least strategically helpful ally. You allied my rival. That's inconvenient. So I guess they're the obvious choice for us to rival. Historical, too. The Takeda took this region historically. So we should build spies on our 2 neighbouring rivals. Improve with our guy? Or just, I mean, he's already loves us. Oh, we could marry him, actually. Yeah, let's see. Like, are you going to get my dynasty? A Kawogi... A Kawogai... Kawogi? I don't know. Noble succeeds to the throne. Why is that? Maybe because we don't have high development? Or maybe we do have to have higher prestige than him, and I was misleading Adway the other day. I'm not sure. We're now gaining money. That's excellent news. We will drop the maintenance. I'm just concerned this guy's going to declare on me at any second. Well, he only has humiliate rival. I don't want to drop the maintenance, and I don't want to drill. We didn't get a guy over here. Oh, right, yeah, we have a boat. What are you? A transport. Hey, Japan, I know we're enemies. Would you like to buy a premium Takeda built cog? No? How about you? No. I'm pretty sure no one's going to want to buy this ship. Can you do this through the macro? The Diplo macro thing? No. A bunch of people want to marry us. A bunch of people want to ally us. Wait, what? How? Oh, right, because it probably just calculated our international influence. And gave us minor, which adds a... Shouldn't it just be one? Why can't I ally people? Oh, I can't, but they want to? No, I can. Why can I ally people? Okay, well, this guy... Oh, they have reached their alliance limit now. What's your rival to? That's me. No one. How about you? I think this guy seems good. He's nearby. If he attacks into him, it'll be mountains. Yeah. I think you'll be a good choice. I guess it's one base plus one from our international influence. Oh, right, yeah. What kind of government type have we got? We are a Japanese monarchy, okay? We get lower fort maintenance, higher income from vassals, way more army tradition, interesting, from battles. Less centralization. Oh no, that bottom bit is just from being very small. And 10% slower stability increase. Cool. Obviously we can't change. Are there any other Japanese monarchies we can see in here? No. You guys presumably are something different. You are a shogunate. No, that's just the same. You are also a Japanese monarchy. So everyone's a Japanese monarchy. In fact, we could see that very easily just by going to government types. There we go. 100% Japanese monarchy. And the IO, or whatever they're called, the OYO, I can't remember, up here, actually are counting as natives. Fair enough. I believe they weren't really organized into what could be called states in this period. Suwa wants to marry us. It's our new ally over there. 2 legitimacy. We are trending down, so I really don't mind it going down faster than normal. Strategic marriages gives us some prestige. Nice. How about now on that succession? We'll wait till a monthly tick and have a look. We will look at our mission tree in this first episode. Nope, still his dynasty. And we definitely have more pop than him. We've got 5 here and... Oh, sorry, more dev. We do not, actually. We have 5 here and 6 here, so we're the same level. That's probably why. I think you have to be larger. No, that's not true. I don't know. We're moving on. So we've got all the normal ones. You've got the diplomacy, military, and religion trees that are just standard to MEIOU&Taxes. And then we have this special Japanese tree, which, as far as I can tell, people haven't put that much thought into because it's, you know, it's one line and it's ludicrously overpowered. I think I will make some suggestions. You get 3,000 monarch points when you unite Japan. I mean, uniting Japan is a big deal, but that is a little silly. So if we reunite, first off, we have to unite our region, which is these 4, I think. We get some monarch points, and then you unite like northern Japan, and then you get some more monarch points, and you unite all of Japan, you get a bunch more monarch points. Then you conquer Korea, you get some more monarch points and some claims, and then you invade Manchuria. Once you've taken over 10 owned provinces of Manchuria, and you get claims on the rest of Manchuria and some more monarch points. Very simple, but it'll be nice when we get to these milestones. I guess, you know, if we have time, we can do take over Korea and Manchuria as well. It'll be interesting dealing with getting involved in Chinese politics. We'll see how that goes. We don't know who, of course, is going to emerge as the holder of the mandate of heaven. So we'll see. Is it going to be a big waste? You at war? He's not at war. He has a core on our ally. That's interesting. Him leaving seems good. Like, if we could go in... Well, no, because it's mountains. Shinto! Okay, so this is the event it was talking about. Shinto is the ancestral religion of Japan, an animist religion with a creation story, a host of nature spirits, some like gods, other very minor, rituals for dealing with the spirits. Okay. So yes, our Buddhism is very syncretic, meaning it modified itself to embrace local customs when people converted to it. So do we pay tribute to the Shintos or not? We get more tolerance, more yearly legitimacy is not bad. Yearly prestige is nice. It's still the death of our ruler. We also get, what was it I was looking at? Yeah, some less tolerance to the true faith. But really, we shouldn't have unrest in our future conquests, because they're all going to be primary culture. Well, maybe you're not. No, yeah, it's all going to be primary, you know, Tosan or Tosan culture. So I think we're going to ignore the rituals. Sorry, no, we're going to do the rituals. Sorry. Yeah, yearly legitimacy, yearly prestige, a little bit of instant legitimacy and prestige, and we've got a national decision. Ah, because we are praying, we can visit Shinto stuff. Because our piety is low. Okay. Church influence relatively high. Piety looks like not existing yet? Or is it just actually 0? Okay. Because piety is... Oh no, at least, sorry, above -20. And we can just spend money for legitimacy and prestige. Not very much, but 2 legitimacies straight up it's not bad. Especially if you do that like once a year or something. There's no special policies for us as a Japanese, it looks like. We could immediately mediate internal disputes. That first stability is very nice to have. You get a, you know, there's a whole host of modifiers for being a positive stability. Getting that extra that trade power and stuff's nice. And the yearly legitimacy too. And obviously Diplotech is almost entirely useless. Wait a minute! We have Diplotech 7? Is that... Are we way ahead of Europe? I think we are. That's cool. Is that right, historically? I guess it probably is. M&T team would know. Let's get the tech map mode up. I can't believe I didn't notice that. That's crazy. So yeah, Japan and sorry, we'll just briefly toggle off the Terra Incognita so we can check. Yeah. Japan and China are the pinnacle of the world when it comes to technology. I didn't know that. Obviously, you know, we're not going to cheat generally in the campaign, but just to check that before, you know, properly unpausing. I think that's fine. Hopefully you agree. Right, let's do this thing. When I say we're not going to cheat generally, I mean we're not going to cheat at all. If you're wondering, if you've watched previous M&T series, this is pure vanilla M&T. I haven't edited it in any way. So we have all the normal events, all the normal sillinesses. So he is... Oh, right, sorry, I was saying we could only see level 1. That's not quite true, because we, of course, have these greater and lesser nobles. How do the greater nobles have so much influence? Ah, because they control this one. Whereas the capital is that. Okay. Okay, how are we doing privileges-wise? Quite a big one. All full. That's instantly worrying to me. Okay, and then lessers. Not too bad. Full tax, but yeah, numerous high courtier titles is very annoying. It means it's going to take at least 2 revokes before we can get rid of that one. So, I imagine he's going to lose this war. And then, like if I'd kept my boat, we could have maybe blockaded them. No, because they have a merchant ship there. We should probably build one of our own. Oh right, we never got rid of this. No one's gonna buy a boat. No one's gonna have enough money. How about you? You're a bit big. Yeah, no one's gonna buy a boat, so we're just gonna kill the boat. We could recruit a warship. Do some trade. You know, could help. 1.5 trade power wouldn't hurt in this node. We are obviously currently correcting a very low amount. 1.5 would be like a ridiculous increase in the level of trade power we had here. It would be like more than 50%. Seems like a fairly good investment to me. I don't think we're going to go to war really early on here. So let's do that. Let's try out speed 5. Oh, you may not be able to feel it. This game is running a lot faster than it used to. At least I think it is. And this is still like the first year, so. Our time of need. Okay, so we're going to send a letter to Suwa, which is this guy, right? Suwa? We would like men for our army, definitely. Or actually, no, let's take coffers. Give me some money, please. So fabricating, obviously going to take us a while. Oh no! So much for our trade power. Yashigara has decided to transfer trade. So I think, yeah, so I'm so rarely a subject. Our overlord interactions with us, divert trade. We have 39.8 liberty desire. Can you just declare a liberty desire, like a freedom war whenever? We don't have a CB. Maybe you get the CB when you're over 50 liberty desire. Not sure. Is there a special Japanese isolation mechanic in this, in MEIOU&Taxes? I don't know. Should we check? Speaking of, not going to cheat. I mean, it's not really cheating. Tag AKG. We're just checking out if there's a mechanic from the base game. No! There's no isolation event mechanic. Or maybe there is, but it's just run via events. That's a shame. That's a cool event, cool mechanic from the base game. I wonder why they took that out. Maybe it just wasn't balanced. We can build buildings? Really? Oh, right, yeah, the roads and fort buildings. So we have cool-looking eastern buildings. I love these kind of multi-tier, circular-looking town halls. They're very cool. I think those look awesome. Of course, these slightly. I wonder why they did the first and second, but not the third tiers of the art and education buildings. That's a little weird. You got, cool Eastern-looking building, cool Eastern-looking building, Greek columns. That is bizarre. Where are your men? Ho ho. Visiting a shrine. Ooh. If this is yearly, this is going to be really good. If you're just willing to lose some prestige, some legitimacy and prestige. Hell yeah. No, this year we must work on the land. I'll take the admin, please. Although actually, monarch points looks like are going to be really useless for a while because we're... wait. We can take a national idea. We already have a national idea already unlocked. We got logistical ideas. Not very good. Much better later on. Late game, it's a quality idea group. The movement speed is useful now as well, but I mean, this is utterly worthless to us for like the next 150 years. Because in order to get 1 artillery bonus versus a fort, you have to have like 15 artillery. Shipbuilding time? No, trash. Absolutely worthless. Gets 0 on my scale. This is okay, but 5% reinforced speed is so bad. Envoy trial time is very bad. Blockade impact on siege could be very helpful if we actually get a navy going. This is a 10 out of 10 for us right now. Recruitment time is worthless. Siege ability is really good, but it's... I mean, is it better early game or late game? It saves you more manpower late game, but early game, you have less manpower to throw around. So that's pretty solid. But yeah, generally, not what I would have picked. And with the number of ideas, the number of monarch points coming in, there's a strong argument to abandon this and replace it with something else. Like diplomatic ideas. We will think about it. Because considering we're 13 years ahead of time, we're going to have a lot of monarch points to throw around. How much does it cost for us right now to fully unlock an idea group? Can I not see the cost of this? What are our idea cost modifiers right now? It's 300 base. Let me just check out our... All power costs up, obviously, because of our starting corruption. But... Idea cost. Minus, okay, so about 300, like 2% below 300. So 300 times, like let's call it 98, it's close enough, times 7. That's 2,000 points we'd need to fully unlock an idea group. It is 7, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, yeah. So if we're not going to store up 1,000 points before we are able to take tech, but again, who cares about Diplo tech? So maybe we abandon this. That's lovely. That could be good. But the rest of it, that's okay, but it's only 5%. Death of a geisha? Geisha? I don't know. Hooker. I know they're not, you shouldn't call them hookers. Anyway. This geisha is an archetypal female Japanese entertainer, and in the last year, one of our well-known, well-liked geishas in our domain died young after a short time of illness. Mourn her passing. Oh, hell no. Dead courtesan? I can't be bothered. Not spending 25 admin points on it. You crazy? So, unfortunately, they're transferring our trade. I'm guessing they're doing that to, like, everyone. Yeah, a lot of people. You want to take a loan? I'm pretty sure the AI just doesn't take loans. AI lacks matching personality. Is there a matching personality? Like, do greedy rulers take loans? The fact they haven't got their troops on my border means I'm going to drop this. Oh yeah, never root out corruption, of course. How much do we need to fabricate the claim again? 40. Okay. Well, thank you for watching the first setup episode of our Takeda run here in lovely MEIOU&Taxes, Japan. I hope you will join me again for episode 2. If you subscribe, then you'll get a notification when that comes out, which is, Some people like that kind of thing, I guess. If you would like, there will be another episode out tomorrow. I think I'm feeling kind of confident. I think we'll be able to take this guy on. Oh, I got another ally. I don't know. I think we'll be able to get him. With our allies, plus our estate levies, plus being able to be in his farmland's capital when his troops are away. That seems, I don't know, it seems pretty good. He's got a lot of buildings down here. We'll see. We'll see in the next episode. Till then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.